1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usean peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Useans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1 p.m. today,
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I'm Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking. Tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Mage 2, locked. Mage 2, target destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. H2 enemy has a lock on you. Lockdown hostile.
Sterling, being attacked by enemy aircraft! The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! Go for the radar cars!
Stage 2 has crashed. So grab it while you can.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target eliminated.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! The radar vehicles are under fire!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! Going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Sterling,
He's
being
barely
attacked by
resisting.
enemy aircraft!
So grab it while you can.
Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! We're using the containers now! Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up.
Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up. Caution, pull up.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Column 2, you can't go after every target. 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 Column 2, you can't go
That's a miss.
Bandit is in my sights.
Stall warning.
Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding us.
Missile.
They have a lock on you. Shake them.
Missile.
Fired. Evading.
Missile.
Are you telling me we can't even avenge our fallen? I'm spiked. Evading.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit is in my sights.
Stall warning.
Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
He dodged it. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Column 3. Box 2.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. We pushed the plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory. We aim over clear ground. Skull 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
They've got the numbers and the strength.
Missed.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Fire anti-air guns! Now!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Enemy attack. Evade! Do it now!
Mage 2 shot down a bandit. Fox 2.
Ground target destroyed.
Lockdown bandit. Mage 1 launching missile.
We've got no recourse. Evading enemy missile. Warning! Bandit on your 6!
Get that hostile off your tail.
It didn't connect.
Caution. Pull up.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out.
Firing.
Continue with the mission.
Friendly!
Crush as many as you can.
Missile.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Missile.
Shred the radar network.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Locked. It's chow time.
This is crossing. Evading. God damn it, my brother was in that radar unit.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Fox 2.
locked onto.
The enemy has a lock on me.
The enemy's traveling a long way, so they're trying to hit this quickly. Golem 1, Fox
5
2.
targets remaining.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Huh? Keep your mind focused.
3 targets remaining.
All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying?
Whistle closing. Freak!
Missile.
Page 2, walking. Target was not struck.
Evading.
Bandit, right on your tail.
How the hell is the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Launch preparations complete. Bolts are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters.
Caution. Pull up.
UAVs ready to launch. Away! Wait!
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move,
Missile.
they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right?
Missile.
Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs.
Missile.
Repeat, bandits are drones.
In front of me and behind me.
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Box 2.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition
Special
zero.
weaponry depleted.
Bandits are in the clouds.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. On target 6.
Missed.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Golem 2, the enemy's reading you.
Page 2, missile launch.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Ammunition zero.
I've got him in my sights.
Zero. Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile.
The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
He escaped into the clouds.
Missile.
Fox
Missile.
2.
Missile. Missile.
I'm on this one's tail.
Missile.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just two more. Golem Squadron, surround them. Missed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile in the air, evade now!
Missile. Missile.
He's mine, he's not getting away. Don't try to read their movements.
Missile. Missile.
H2, missile launch.
So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
One to go. Let's get through this without any
Missile.
casualties. Missile did not connect.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Don't eyes up in there.
I'm iced up!
Ammunition 0.
It didn't connect. Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Locked.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but they're still...
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours. The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel II was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel II is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Choppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new, advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins. Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Front 2.
Missile.
Bandit on your 6. Watch
Missile.
it. Gargoyle Squadron, take
Missile.
them down. Bandit coming at you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Main base, continuing attack. Enemy missile detected. Breaking from enemy. Gargoyle 2, fire, now.
Missile.
Missile inbound, evade!
Missile.
We have them on the run, don't let up.
Lockdown bandit.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Missile away.
Stall warning.
Yeah, I'm on his ass. I lost control.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Where'd he go?
Skeleton 2, move in. I have to break.
Missile.
Bandit acquired.
Missile.
Attack missed. Enemy shutdown. Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
Missile. Missile.
We're getting our asses kicked. Where are our reinforcements? They got me.
3 remaining.
Adios, buddy. And he escaped into the clouds. We're surrounded. Hostile has a lock. Okay, part 2. Eject. We got this. We can't recover.
Target hit.
We need reinforcements now.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Is the enemy command insane? Why aren't they pulling out? Missile breaking! Locked on hostile.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Woohoo!
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They have to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break!
Missile.
Break!
Right now.
Wait, what
Missile.
the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft stay alert.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Shelton 1. What about that
Touching
monster?
everything I
We're just waiting for mission command.
Break!
Missile.
Now!
Missile.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded!
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Missile.
Damn, they're agile.
Missile.
Too many of them.
These guys will go down easy.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
Missile. Missile.
Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Missile.
For just that thing? God help us. Not enough to keep up with the drone.
Philip Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
They can't get a lock.
Missile.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird. What's going on here? There's some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Missile.
Breaking! I can't get a lock!
These bandits are fast as hell.
Missile.
Skeleton 1,
Missile.
6, Commander. Tagame!
Missile.
Damn.
Missile.
Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help.
Missile.
The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Don't let up.
Let up. Find your own target.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile.
Missile
Missile.
Column 3, column 2's hit!
Missile.
Status report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Ship Golem 2, do you copy?
Missile.
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3,
Page 1,
break!
get your head out of your ass. Stop arguing with your damn drone.
We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's
Missile.
happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority. How'd that happen?
Missile. Missile.
Huh? What the hell?
Caution, all aircraft stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Give in! Control's out. I'm breaking off!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. Too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they'd noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Golem 1, enemy on your tail. Not on my watch. Lockdown hostile.
Targeting gun range. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage 2, UAV down.
Shake him off! I'm glued to this one. Target lock. Firing.
This is where we lost.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
This is Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandage, distance 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
He's fast. It's like he's...
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an Su-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run! This is getting a little tight. Missed.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Nicely done. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brownie, break off. Don't think, focus.
UAV down.
Golem and Maid Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of friends.
Let Golem and Maid Squadrons handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out.
That's it, baby. Come to
Don't ice up in
Poppy.
there.
Maid Squadron, get those things off my ass!
I'm tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Locked.
there, hotshot?
Odds of getting out of here, are
We
we?
just might
Machine's
make it
gonna
out.
get tired.
Don't look back, just have faith. Gollum and Mage, we owe you a debt, and we'll pay it.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report!
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself! Golem 2, get away from the enemy!
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Golem 2, lost.
Shit! Skykeeper, where's the one that got Brownie?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry. An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move! They're ours!
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway's clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank left. 1,500 to runway. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. Nicely done, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and the other bases...
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.